face, and the things are turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. Oh soul, are you weary and troubled? No light in the darkness you see. There's a light for our look at the Savior, and life more abundant and free. Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will go strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. His word shall not fail you, he promised. Believe him and all will be well. Then go to a world that is dying, his perfect salvation to tell. Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in his wonderful face.
Okay, what I've come to share today is I hear everybody saying how financially strapped they are and how groceries are getting more expensive and all the things that are going on, but yet you can go buy seed packets for still a little over $1, and if you're in a house, you're at least on 1/4 of an acre land, and instead of buying worthless landscape stuff that doesn't even help your family, you can tuck in strawberry plants in around the shrubbery. You can plant green beans, you can plant cantaloupe, you can plant collards, you can plant all kinds of stuff and still have a very attractive yard. I'm not talking about in the front, I'm talking about in the back. And put fruit trees in, and grapevines aren't that expensive. And you know, there's lots of things you can still do to cut your regular grocery bill. I saw the one thing on YouTube about the family that lived on $30. Well, you can live more abundant than that for very little cost in seed and labor. But you got to get out there and bend your back and do a little bit of spading or tilling and digging things up, and you'd be surprised at the yield you'll get. And it'd be better for you. You're not being using pesticides. And if you mulch around it, you're not even going to have to be doing that much weeding when it's hot. So there's still lots of wonderful ways that you can save money and put in small gardens and cut your bill and save. You know, you just got to do a little wrist action to turn the TV off and the video games. But you can get out and have still some very nice things and still be able to be healthy and smart in your dollar use and be getting nutritious meals other than just starch and bread. So there's lots of ways. You know, You don't have to go spend gobs of money on tomato cages and stuff like that. Just go cut, if you have clumping bamboo, just go cut some of those and stake your tomatoes with that. They're free. You're not going to have to buy all the wire cages and everything that's expensive. There's lots of ways to, even down twigs and branches can be used as a stake. You know, there's lots of things you can do still and not have to spend all your money. But a lot of you have just gotten too comfortable in your chairs expecting the farmers to do it all for you. And the farmers can't do everything. Some things you have to do for yourself. Stop thinking so much about vain things and stuff that don't matter, and start doing things for you and your household. There's lots of ways around it. For $50 to $100 you can have quite a bit of produce, compared to that same cost would be spent $400, $500 in the grocery store. There's lots of things you can do. You just got to put a little labor in it, and to do it now while the weather's still nice in many parts of the country, when it's still cool enough. Do all your mulching and everything now. Then when the heat comes, it's pretty much just watering, occasional weed that you pull, and just sit back and wait for your crop. You know, you're not going to have to, you know, we planted collards in around the azaleas, and you can't even hardly see them, and I pick them when the leaves are small and tender, and they make very good greens and high nutrition, and I didn't have to do any kind of spraying of them or use any kind of pesticides or herbicides or anything like that. And we've been steadily having crops off them. That works pretty good. So there's lots of ways around it. You just have to be a little bit more creative and use some of your energy. But anyway, that's mostly what I wanted to share. Thank you.